everybody. Good afternoon. So I'm Benjamin Mazet from Thales. I'm the product line director of the remote eSIM provisioning system for the M2M IoT and consumer. The purpose of this keynote is to discuss about the challenges and opportunities that the eSIM technology could bring to the telecom industry and beyond. But let's come back on key facts of 2024. Clearly, the last year demonstrates again a massive eSIM adoption on the market, with an increase of 55% of the traffic. Clearly, the momentum is there. And you have to notice that for some European and Asian operators, this growth was even close to 100%, because they benefit from the fruit of their eSIM first strategy developed the last year. Of course, 90% of this traffic is coming from the smartphone. This is the main eSIM-enabled device that we have on the market today. And 45% of this traffic is coming from the eSIM-only device. There is a small point behind this ratio. This ratio is a little bit decreased compared to the previous year. But at the end, it's a good sign. It's a good sign because we have more eSIM awareness, and we have more and more hybrid devices that get connectivity no more from the SIM, but from the eSIM. In the same trend, we have on the volume of this transaction, 60% coming from the install-based. When I say install-based, it means that it's not coming from newly device arriving on the market. This means that we have very active use cases, such as the second-hand activation or the eSIM travel use case. So clearly, this eSIM adoption creates new opportunities. Opportunities that you can get by having more and more suitable offer for the end subscriber with a seamless experience. By enhancing the digital journey, of course, but by also leveraging on existing digital channels that you have, like, for example, the carrier application. They can be at the center of your strategy in terms of eSIM. Thanks as well to the growth of the digitalization, we can see more and more emergence of new business model with a major diversification of the offers. Telecom operators clearly go beyond the simple postpaid, prepaid subscription to create a new digital brand or sub-brand. In the same time, they rely on new means to do the promotion of the connectivity. They can reach new subscribers by using appealing approach, such as the try and buy approach, by promoting their network and get new subscribers. Last but not least, to address the fast-growing IoT market, we can leverage clearly on existing solutions. We can leverage on existing SMDP+ to adapt connectivity to the IoT companies, and especially to provide them this local connectivity that could be required to answer to their challenge in terms of cost or in terms of regulation constraint. So let's now view some concrete examples of how some telecom operators address this challenge to answer to the customer needs in terms of personalization, premiumization, and by also keeping the simplicity of the end-user experience. So first, Globe. Globe was the first eSIM user in Philippines for mainly their postpaid subscriber in 2018. After that, in 2023, they launched their Globe prepaid traveler eSIM at destination of the travelers. And in March 2024, they decided to give the opportunity to their full prepaid install base to enjoy the eSIM technology. The objective of Globe behind addressing this prepaid market was clearly to maximize the flexibility and the choice given to their subscriber through promotions and with a digital approach. So subscribers from Globe are able to access to multiple subscriptions with different phone numbers on the same eSIM device in order to switch easily from one line to another to manage different contexts, their personal usage, their professional usage, or even in a travel case. In the same time, Globe push really the convenience to get the connectivity thanks to the eSIM. They completely review their end-user experience in order to facilitate the access to this connectivity on demand, instantaneously, meaning that today, their users are able to get an eSIM in less than 3 minutes by keeping their phone numbers. So the migration is very fast. At the end, they make the status that they have clearly to, let's say, streamline their experience. And so they decided to completely review the digital approach that they have by combining all the offer in one and by having one application, Globe One. This Globe One application is really at the center of their digital-only offering. Subscriber from this application is able to create, to activate his line, is able to manage the different tariff plan, whatever we talk about, prepaid or postpaid, and is able through a very simplified dashboard to see the consumption and even to access to support. So thanks to that, Globe was able to see a tremendous increase of the eSIM traffic between 2023 to 2024. Between all segments, this is an increase of 1,000%. And in the same time, a big part of their prepaid customer switched to the eSIM. Second case, Singtel. Singtel started the eSIM with a tourist offer. As you may know, Singapore is certainly one of the most popular locations for travel in Asia, with more than 17 million travelers every year. The objective of Singtel was to prevent absolutely this queuing that you have at the airport to get your SIM card to have connectivity. They would like clearly to create a seamless experience through their website or through the travel booking platform to get the connectivity, but by keeping as well for the user the touch with their family, with their peers through their home phone numbers, but experiencing a best-in-class but cost-effective connectivity locally for the data. After this experience, Singtel decided to, let's say, bring this seamless experience and secured experience to the full community in Singapore. And so they started to diversify their offer, to create offer to different segments, whatever we talk about GOMO, more at destination of young, or the others. One critical point of those different offers was to provide a very simple and quick journey to access to the connectivity. They make available the eSIM for all plans, and they make sure that the activation could be done through the application. Now, let's say Singtel introduced the eSIM for their IoT connectivity portfolio. And in the same time, they prepare the arrival of the eSIM-only devices in Singapore. Now let's talk about the opportunity with the eSIM to simplify the life of the MNOs in order to be clearly focused on their business development. Of course, by working on the operational aspect. Be more efficient in the operation on day-to-day, being able to have a faster time to market to launch new services, and at the end, to maximize the quality of service. We have 3 examples. The first one is coming from a tier 1 in Europe, massively deploying the 5G services, but experiencing some failures because in this deployment, they have some 4G devices, not able to receive 5G services. Thanks to our solution, we were able, as soon as the device connects to our platform, to detect the capability of the device, and in real time, to switch from 5G to a 4G profile, in order to ensure that the download will be securely executed, so no call to the call center, and so an optimized quality of service. Second case coming from Asia, we have a telecom operator that needs to adapt the subscription, the parameter of the profile to the subscription, like priority access to the network, for example, for police officer, or the fact that they need to allocate some specific IMSI range in sub-region of the country. Again, with our solution, we are able to inject those parameters as soon as we are doing the download. So it allows to make a safe network registration with the right level of service and maintain a certain level of flexibility in the operations. Last but not least, we have a second telecom operator in Asia that developed a large portfolio of offer around MVNOs and sub-brands. But at the end, it finished that with plenty of profile to manage in terms of supply chain, in terms of stock to follow. We ease his life by making the capability to have a unique generic profile. And this unique generic profile that you can follow easily in terms of supply chain, you are able to apply a brand when you execute the download. As soon as you know that a subscriber is belonging to MVNO or sub-brand, you can specify before the download which brand we will apply. So it provides a faster time to market to launch new offer, new MVNOs, and in the same time, less operational complexity for the telecom operator. Now let's talk about the IoT and how we can help to address this market. There is, of course, a first challenge, especially for OEMs and MNOs, to embrace this technology in terms of security, in terms of flexibility, by doing the migration from SIM to eSIM, or even to integrate the eSIM. The second point, and it was mentioned previously, is to take a bit apart the drawbacks that we have with the M2M solution architecture. Mainly when we talk about a worldwide deployment with several connectivity providers, we know that the M2M reached some limitation. And thirdly, because the SGP32 is based on SGP22, we need to rely on the experience that we have in the deployment of millions of devices, whatever we talk about IoT verticals or consumer market. So let's talk about Cubic Telecom. Cubic Telecom, since 2009, is the leader in providing connectivity solution for what we call the software-defined vehicle. He was able to partner with certainly the most recognized brand in the world around the automotive, transportation, and agriculture market. Those brands clearly put the Cubic solution at the center of their connectivity offering. By partnering with Thales since 2017, they were able to provide a cutting-edge connectivity solution at destination of the automotive sector. Together, we are providing, let's say, connectivity services to 5 million devices annually through the remote SIM provisioning solution. Of course, the industry, as mentioned with the SGP32, continue to integrate, to adapt with new eSIM technology, with new standard. The reality of that is the fact that managing connectivity solution is more and more complex. But Cubic is taking the commitment to keep the simplicity, to make it simpler for you as a customer, to be sure that when we are talking about providing connectivity to high-value devices, we can get it in the simplest way. And so, of course, this SGP32 standard is clearly a game changer for the IoT, because this standard takes into account the fact of integrating the technical requirements required for the eSIM management, such as enhancing the security, providing a seamless interoperability between devices and telecom operators, and being able to manage massive deployment with millions of devices. By embracing this new standard, partnering with strong, let's say, partners, and as well being able to provide innovative solutions, clearly Cubic is shaping the connectivity for the industry in the future. And their main objective is really that you, as, for example, an OEM, an IoT service provider, or a part of these branded companies, you will be focused on what you are doing the best, is providing the best-in-class product and services, but don't taking care about the connectivity management. Oh, sorry, I missed. Last but not least, Simple. So Simple, for over 25 years, has been a trusted partner of some of the most larger telecom operator and IoT service provider, serving diverse industries like the healthcare, like the utilities and others, with a global IoT connectivity powered by T-Mobile. Managing large-scale deployment in such a rapid, expensive, massive IoT, with especially numerous devices and configuration, can create really challenges on the simplicity, as well on the security, and of course on the connectivity at the end. So by integrating the Thales Adaptive Connect to their advanced connectivity management platform, clearly the objective for Simple was to leverage eSIM and SGP22 and SGP32 technology to offer impactful benefits to their customer. Now we can say that the remote management is really seamless. For the IoT, it's a nightmare to be forced each time that you want to do a modification to ask to a technician to go on site, for example, to upgrade your device, to change your SIM cards because simply the contract ended or because the connectivity has to change. So clearly now, with the capability provided by Simple, the installation process is really efficient. As soon as the device is installed on the field, automatically it will connect to the right cellular network defined by the Thales platform. So it's really an opportunity to simplify all the process. And so clearly this flexibility in the connectivity access, Simple put it at the center because they understood that it is critical for their customer. And so that is why they give the choice. They give the choice to their customer to use the connectivity of Simple or to bring their own connectivity coming from another provider, but with a minimal initial investment. This tremendous flexibility is really key for those customers to tailor their IoT solution to their needs without any constraint. Sorry, I always miss, sorry, excuse me. What is important to succeed in your, let's call it eSIM integration? First, you need to have solutions that are able to enhance this eSIM journey. With, for example, for the consumer, the objective to reach a seamless and very simplified end-user experience. Secondly, and more in back office, you need to have a solution that facilitates your life, to be focused on your business. So it's a solution that takes care and simplifies all the processes running in background and give you the opportunity to optimize the time to market, to put new offer on the field. Third, you need to have a solution that is SGP32 compliant to prepare your IoT strategy and to fully benefit from the experience that you have in the consumer. That is usually a massive deployment in order to reuse it on the IoT. Last but not least, you need to have a partner that has the expertise in the eSIM integration and as well as the connection to the giant OEM or to the leading silicon vendors to facilitate the integration of the technology by your device makers. So with more than 400 platforms spread between telecom operators, MVNOs, IoT service provider, or even some end customer, plus the fact that we generate 200 million live, end-to-end live on-the-field transactions, and the fact that now for more than 5 years, we rely on the public cloud to provide a reliable and scalable service, reaching in average more than 4.9 availability. We are clearly, as Thales, leader on this market, and we can be your partner on this eSIM journey to benefit from our experience, our know-how on this technology. So do not hesitate to come back to us. And before closing this session, I would like really to warmly thank our customers, so Globe, Singtel, Cubic, and Simple, to give us the opportunity to share with you their experience. Thank you very much, and I hope that you will have a great show.